Hey guys, it's Copernicus here to amuse and bemuse you from the back of my son's comics and card shop. Ah, cruise night is on. How cool. Um, One thing that has changed since I was last on this morning, other than my location, is that I have come into possession of a computer that I think will be more capable of running EverQuest 2 and streaming it without the lag that I've noticed on my videos. So the problem is that I don't have a charging cord for said computer. So I have this computer. I think it's a decent computer, but have no way to charge it. It's another laptop, but it's it's a better one. So I am not really sure if I can find. I'm sure I can find one online, but I'm not sure if I can find a charging cord anywhere around in the various cord boxes that I have. But anyhow, if I can um, get a charging cord, then I should be able to move all of my things over to that laptop. Now, I don't know if there's any way that I could maybe sync that laptop with this laptop and maybe use this laptop as a second screen to monitor the chat that I've mentioned previously is currently on my phone. But if I could do that, it would be I think it would be helpful. I would be more quickly responsive to the chat messages. Oh man, and you know what's funny? I bought the advanced books and the regular books, and what I didn't buy was the coal for the new tier. So I have the dull black coal from tier 3 in my bags, and a good amount of it. But what I don't have is the tier 4 crafting fuels. So I'm going to have to run all the way back down here into the crafting instance to pick that up. Let's see, before I do all that though, if Cruise Knot wants to go out and do any adventuring while he waits on his football game to start. His current character looks like it's a level 11 Paladin. So I could mentor down and we could go do something, whatever it is that he needs to do. Otherwise, I'm going to try to finish up this writ. Get a few stacks of that so that I don't have any issues where I run out of fuel in the middle of what I'm doing. And I'm already in my crafting gear, so I don't need to switch out for that. Looks like no response thus far on the adventuring offer. See that I'm in the guild chat, and he is too. Hey, can you hear me, Cruz? Oh, I see you just answered there. Okay, yeah, well, I can come help you with that. Hold on just a second. Alright, looks like a change of plans. I will switch back into my adventuring gear and then I'll be right there. Can you hear me, Cruz? Looks like he's in the forest room, which just so happens to be right here on the map. Because I'm in the Willow Wood right now, so. I should have mentored before I popped in so that if he was in a fight, he would have gotten credit for that. But I failed, so here we are. Let's see if I can get down some buffs. What else? Maybe I can share some quests with him from the stone. He probably already has most of what I can share with him, but just in case, I will run through it. Okay, he didn't have Bond's stuff, it looks like. Otherwise, he's had everything. So that was all the things that are in forest rooms directly. I know that there were some that came from maybe it was in Willowwood. Maybe I don't know if it was. No, that's Nerdal. Let's see what he needs here. We'll go to group. We'll go to his name, and then we'll go to forest runs. Looks like he needs some deckhands from the beach.
I need bark samples in here.
Yeah, I was just looking at your journal. I had just gotten to the bark samples. It looks like you need some guys on the beach. I should warn you that I'm streaming, so don't say anything that your mother wouldn't approve of, you know? Not that you ever would, right?
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Looking for bark samples.
I think that, yeah, okay.
Oh, south of the ruins and near the river inside here.
Yeah, I think there should be one right over here somewhere, isn't there too? Maybe on, I don't recall exactly where. It looked like you needed a boundless watcher there. Or something.
I can barely hear you. I'm trying to figure out my sound.
better yet?
Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, Nightmare, how you doing? For those of you who just joined us, Kruznob and I are in the Forest Ruins just trying to clear out a few of his quests on his level 11 Paladin.
Do you know where that bark is?
I know there's going to be a piece right outside and to the back. I kind of thought there was one in here somewhere too.
Yeah, it says
Let
it's
me.
supposed to be inside here, south of the river, inside the ruins.
Okay, I found it on the map over here. Should be probably right in front of me, I would think.
Palm branches.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. And it still says I need south of the river.
Yeah, that's
See,
going to be the
that's,
one outside of here, I believe. Let me
I
look in
think
the
I
journal.
passed them up thinking it was just lumber to harvest.
Oh, yeah, it's going to look a little different. I think that's, you've got fallen branches there, whereas this is aged arbor. Um, so the aged arbor is going to be the harvestable one, and then the fallen branch will be the one you need. Okay, so south of the river and inside the ruins is the one that you still need here.
So did you have a podcaster something going the other day?
I currently have it's a Twitch stream. So it's not exactly a podcast, but it's just a stream.
What's it about?
It's just videoing, playing the game, and I kind of give tips as I go along when I think of them. You know,
Neat.
like how I normally do.
Nice. 'Cause I saw something saying that you had a turnout, but I didn't see what it was about, you know? So I was curious.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't really know what I'm doing very well, but you know, it's been enjoyable
Hey,
so far.
you're giving it a shot, you know?
Absolutely. And having fun along the way, so you know, what more can you ask for?
Yep.
Did you get your last branch yet?
Still looking.
Okay, it should be right over here.
look too much alike. Every turn that every here now.
I couldn't hear you on that one.
But yeah, we need more of these fiery guardians in here too.
Yeah, I saw that. Maybe you'll get some gear upgrades along the way too.
Yeah, we need more of those. They're up where near the top here, right?
If you are you looking for the deckhands?
Oh, the one you shared with me. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. That's Bug there. It's his low
Okay,
level monk, looks like.
good to turn in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
this guy's got
if you want to get those deckhands, they're gonna be on the beach.
Yeah,
So yeah, that'll be to the northeast. This character is normally level 29. Right now I'm mentored down to level 11, and as you can see here, that means that I'm getting an XP debuff of 95%. So I'm only getting 5% of any XP that we earn. And that is to prevent people from, mentoring down and then just going and blowing through old zones that would then be green to them, and getting kind of artificial XP in a way by doing so. Kind of discourages that. However, the person mentored will get a bit of a bonus to the XP that they're getting. It can be helpful if you have friends or group members or guild members, whatever, that are lower level. If everybody in the group mentors the lowest level person, then that person will get more and more XP and can level up to where the other people are more quickly. I think that Dwibbleduff has an armorer, so he may be able to make you a set of gear, Cruise Knight.
1 sec. I'm going to turn down my combat sound. That's what's drowning you out, I think.
All right.
I made him a black and iron chest piece just the other day, but he's just a little shy of being able to wear it.
I had to turn Dwibbleduff up too because he was very, very quiet.
This is very much better.
Excellent.
All right, so we want these guys.
Yeah, I think you're going to need to clear them because what you need is deckhands.
Yeah.
You can probably round up as many of them as you like at this point because I think we can take them down pretty fast.
Yeah, so I can't get the Raiders in channels here, so I listen to it on my computer on Raiders Radio Network.
Raiders Radio Network, huh? I've never heard of that.
Yeah. So I sit down and I listen to the football game like it's an old radio or something.
Nice. You said that starts in what, like 30 minutes, your game?
Yeah, it starts at 1. I do things while it's on, like we on my construction. I'll be I make some shepherd's pie for lunch, and so I potatoes to peel and boil and stuff. So do that
Right.
while listen to the.
Yeah, makes sense.
Gonna do that. And last night, I got this book. It's a notepad that I put notes in for playing EQ, but I've also thrown in recipes that I have for cooking because it's like I
Nice.
need it. So I'm trying to find stuff last night, like recipes. EQ. It's like I fed up with it. I ran out last night. Ads there, we can split them up today.
Awesome.
Recipes
Oh, they may as
and
well be mixed together.
sometimes you just grab the nearest thing you can write on, you know?
Right. I used to have a notebook that had where to find every shiny between level 0 and level 70. I had written it all down in a notebook, and then I lost the notebook.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing that with the book collections. I'm writing down where all the pages are.
not a bad idea.
Because sometimes I have to go to online and search the wiki, and then you have all these ads popping up and getting in the way. And it's like I
And
just
that's
write it
not always accurate either, especially on this server. Some of the things that you can find online are not going to be necessarily valid for this server.
down. I had Ravenovia all maxed out for Sage and Fury on this server, and I just got tired of the server and I deleted her.
Nice. That's rough.
Yeah, now
I can't believe you deleted her. Why?
because I kept getting torn between playing on live. I like the live server because I harvest the rares. I was getting frustrated trying to take a craft because I couldn't find enough rares, you know.
Yeah.
And I wanted to upgrade my spells, and it's like, you work so hard to craft, you should be able to at least, find stuff to upgrade your junk, you know.
Man, that's rough. Yeah, I don't know. Boy, I never delete characters. I'm just, that's, that's a rough call, you know?
It was too much of a temptation to keep going back and forth. Yeah, now, but since you guys are here, because I was left in charge of that guild by that guy, kind of like just deserted and dumped it on me, and I didn't want to be a guild leader, you know?
Right. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
It
I
is
just
a
wanted to,
responsibility.
Yeah, I just wanted to, be able to play and enjoy myself, and I wanted to pop over on here, play when I could, and then still enjoy having, my stuff on the other server and playing that.
Right.
But when but yeah, I wanted my free time too.
Yeah.
Because I like the decorating on the other server. I like, you know, the holiday events and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah, I do wish that they had the holiday events on here. I think that the reason they aren't having them, or the reason that they haven't yet, is because of the amount of XP that those quests and things give. And it feels like I feel like they could just probably disable the quest gain from them, or the XP gain, and everyone would still enjoy them and would appreciate them being in the game.
And it took me off because I was like, well, there's no decorations for Christmas, right? And then
Right.
I looked and there was a recipe for poinsettia, right? Now on the live server, I made a tree out of poinsettias, right?
Oh,
And
cool.
so I was like, oh, I can take and just do that, and make a tree out of poinsettias, right? They rigged the thing. The recipe was in there, but you couldn't make it.
Oh, what?
Yep. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I was like, you can't even give me a poinsettia.
Oh no. I mean, I guess maybe you could use some of the furniture items and figure something out for making Christmas decorations, but man, that's tough.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to go back to Frostville. It's like,
Right. And I feel like at least like the Halloween events, the maze and all that stuff would be. It feels like they should be able to bring that onto the server without
yeah.
without causing problems.
It's no big deal. It doesn't change the history of what's going on. It's only here temporary, and then you just keep going along your way.
Yeah, and I think that they already had some of that out by this point in time. By the time that they had, I'm pretty sure they had some of those events in the game by now. At least the Halloween and Frostval, because
I
they
need,
already.
I need to recover a journal here.
Yeah, you've got to kill deckhands. Last I saw.
Yep.
Let me check.
So it drops them, right?
Yes. Yeah, you'll just have to keep killing them until you get your pieces that you need for that quest.
There was one guy in the guild that kept asking Rave stuff like, "Do you have your water breathing on?" Kept checking, make sure I have all the right buffs on. I'm like, yeah, I've been playing this character for years. I know how to play it. It's like, leave me alone.
Right.
I know to have water breathing on if we're going swimming. I keep that thing on all the time.
Well, I guess maybe he was just trying to make sure everybody was prepared. Maybe it wasn't specific to you.
I know, but I like running my own character.
Right.
Or at least being thought to be confident enough to do so.
Right. And the thing is that if you didn't have your water breathing on, then you would realize it pretty soon.
Absolutely.
And the giant blue bar is kind of a hint.
I wish you could just examine the body parts in this quotation and start your L and L.
Yeah, but you remember that's not the way it was back then. You know, you
I
gotta
know,
look
you
at
have
those
to find the
books.
books, I know.
Mm-hmm. It is convenient to be able to do that, but you know, that way leads madness. It's a slippery slope. Start with being able to examine your L and L pieces to start quests, and then pretty soon you've got fast travel from anywhere you're at. Streamlined, you know? And then all of a sudden, all you're doing is grinding in dungeons all day.
Yeah.
I dropped the journal.
I only heard the last bit of what you said there, Dwibbleduff.
These guys just don't want to drop the journal.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how this quest line goes. I do need to do the Heaven's Earring quest line at some point so that I too can get underwater breathing. Speaking of that,
Yeah, I want to do all the heritage quests and all that stuff.
yeah, for sure.
Did you get to look Dusty Blue Stone yet?
No, no, I haven't found the Dusty Blue Stone yet.
So
I
you
know
want
This
it's
is also
Is it in Castleville or Netherville?
Nettleville?
no, that's what I meant.
That's what I thought.
Hovel.
There's one behind you over here, two behind you actually. I'll grab this other one and Dwibbleduff has that one, or Dwibbleduff will grab both. Either way.
Ah,
Stole
there
the
we go.
journal. The journal.
Now we need a ring.
Nice. Same guys. I think this is the last update before you finish it, though. I think the ring's the last one.
Hopefully.
So you guys have this quest too?
I
Oh
do.
no, not me.
But with you guys playing, I'd be here a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been logging in every day for the last couple of weeks.
For now, I'll probably be logging in probably early mornings because it's nice here still. It's still like getting to be like 75, 80 degrees and stuff. And I like sitting in the backyard and enjoying as much of the nice weather as I can get before the winter settles in.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it is on the way for sure.
Yeah, that's all I do in the afternoon. I usually go out and, in the afternoon since, I'm retired now. I just sit in the backyard, listen to the radio, the sun.
Nice. I am currently sitting in the back of Dwibble Duff's cards and comic shop at a table back here. I noticed someone has just pulled up, so probably he may come in and chat as well. Who knows? The shop isn't actually open yet. It doesn't open for another 30 minutes, but I suspect this guy's probably going to come in anyway.
But I'm not listening to the football game till I get this last piece.
Excellent.
The game doesn't end for a couple hours, so. And my team is expected to lose, so I'm not really. My team isn't doing good, and I listen to them all the time anyway. But it'd be,
Well, I guess you're not really a fan if you don't stick with them in the good and the bad, right?
right. You gotta stick with them both. I know the week before the season started, um, the quarterback broke his wrist.
Oh man, great.
Last week of preseason football.
Wonderful beginning, huh?
Yeah. He's due back in a week or so. It's been like 8 weeks now.
Yeah, but
So,
even still, it'll probably be a little bit
yeah,
weak.
different.
Yeah.
You're gonna have different feeling in that wrist, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So when are you guys mostly on?
That's a good question. I've been typically logging on in the morning and doing a little bit of crafting, and then I'll log in sometime after, in the afternoon, and then again at nighttime, So
So I'll be running into you then.
I think so, yeah, most likely.
Good deal.
You can always go follow me
And in
on
the morning.
Twitch and get a notification, and then you'll know every time that I'm streaming anyway. But regardless, most of the, I'll be popping in and out most of the day, so.
Cool.
I'm going to try to set up a different computer. I'm currently playing on a laptop that I had bought for doing writing on. So the whole purpose was basically just to run Windows, or not Windows, sorry, Microsoft Word,
Yeah.
meaning that it's pretty skeletal. We got a bare bones thing going on here. I wasn't even sure initially if it would run EverQuest, but like I don't have a numlock, for instance, on this computer. In order to hit F keys, I have to press function and then press the button. So it's not it's not the best gaming rig for sure. And so
And
there's another laptop that is available to me that's much much better, but I don't have a charging cord for it, so I can't actually use it yet. I'm gonna
Dragging
look
this guy
around.
over closer to Bug.
Yeah.
Hey, we got the ring. Oh, now we need to see.
There's a
Nice.
sealed letter.
Oh, yeah. All right. That makes sense.
I couldn't believe what happened the other night. I'm glad they had one of those guide events, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got it! Yay!
Congrats.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they had the
Good.
scavenger hunt, and they said you had to go and collect 60 undead body parts. Didn't matter how, right? And the
Right.
first three people back would take and get special prize, right?
Nice.
Well, I got where they said it doesn't matter how. So I went and I pulled it right out of my lore and legend thing. I pulled out the 60 pieces of
Nice.
pack, right? And
Yeah.
the guide said part of the rules was you had to hail the guide when you got back, right? And I don't know how to hail a person. I know how to click on an NPC and click hail, but I don't know how to do hail for a person, right? And I kept saying, just type hail.
You just hit the H. So if you click me and you just hit the H button, it'll hail me. You can also do /hail like that. I think also if you go to your emotes, which if you hit O, then that'll open up your emotes. You can do it that way too. You can go through there until you find hail. I think.
Okay, so anyhow, I was like, I'm telling the guy, I'm like, I forgot the command how to do it. I'm like, I know how to hail NPC. I'm like, I forgot how to do it, right? And so, and person said, wait, 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 wait. And then there was like a whole flood of people coming back. And then he said, well, you didn't win because you couldn't hail me.
Oh man,
I
that's
was
rough.
like, I was asking you how to do the command. I was there like for about a good 10 or 15 minutes before everybody else started showing back up with their parts.
Oh man, that's rough.
I know I was the first, and it was a planned thing too. They said that, okay, be here on this date in Open Plains at this time, right? I was the first one there, and then when they were handing out the consolation prizes, I was the last one to leave.
Oh no, that's rough.
We'll get these from Buggy. The consolation prizes weren't bad, but you know, I wanted one of those top three prizes.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I gave a whole ton of vampire teeth.
Oh man. Yeah,
I
nothing
mean,
else
yeah,
to do with those,
practically
huh?
every single vampire you kill drops the things.
Oh, your inventory is full double duff.
You're gonna do turn-ins.
Yeah, Devogging over here.
You guys have a good day. I'm gonna be logging out after.
All right, well, have a good
Thank you for the
day to
help.
you as well, and hopefully your team will come back.
Hey, I can put on that piece of armor you made me now. Yay!
Nice.
That'll definitely increase your mitigation by a lot.
Yeah, and I can make you some mastercrafted jewelry as well.
Cool. Well, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow morning.
All right. See you
Maybe,
later.
maybe even later on tonight. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you later.
Later.
Thanks again for the help.
No problem. What trade skill class are you planning to go for, Dwarfleduff?
Weaponsmith.
Ah, that's an underrepresented class for sure.
Well, sometimes you need a good weapon and you don't have one, so
Yeah.
weaponsmith.
I have no criticisms of this at all. All right, did you need any help with anything at this level?
Not really. I think I should be able to handle most of it.
Wow. You're having a lot of feedback there. I'm not sure what you said.
I think I should be able to handle most of it, really.
Alrighty. All right, in that case, I am going to go back in and finish up this work order over here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch into my crafting gear. And finish this up real quick. And I guess if I finish it up, I guess I mean start it, because I had actually gone to buy the coal last, so I haven't done any of the combines yet for this. It seems that it wasn't Bubbleduff's voice that was the issue, but my sound, because the sound on this is all kinds of strange. I am going to camp to myself so that maybe we can hear whatever the issue is. So if you want to camp to yourself, the easy way to do it is do /camp and then your character's name, which in this case is Copernicus, so I misspelled my own name. What a phenomenon. All right, there we go. Camp Copernicus. And that will take me straight back into my character as soon as it knocks me out of my character, basically, meaning that I don't have to select my character from the character select screen. It's a good thing to do if you have some kind of strange bug going on, or in this case, like my sound was definitely doing something strange. So hopefully this will clear it. We'll see. As you could see, that went straight back into the character. did not pass go, did not collect $200, and I can begin crafting again. I'm still getting some strange sounds going on there. I'm not sure what the deal is, but when Dwibbleduff was talking, I thought it was just feedback. But that's clearly not the case. It's like reverberation. You strike a piece of metal, it'll make a sound very similar to that. I suppose we can probably make it through these hard times for the few minutes it'll take to do this writ. Well, work order. I believe that I was at 24% of a level when I finished the last work order. So we'll see what I'm at when I turn this one in, and then you'll know exactly how much XP you can expect to get for a level 30 writ at the of the maximum. I think I determined last time that it takes about 30 minutes at, again, at a casual pace, no rush, to pick up the writ from the trade skill instance, do the zoning necessary to get here, come and make the recipes and get back and turn that in. So if it takes 3 writs for a level, which I don't think it does take quite 3 writs, but maybe it does at level 30, we'll see. But if it takes 3 writs, then you're looking at an hour and a half at a casual pace to get 1 level in crafting. I don't think that's terribly unreasonable. However, that being said, it's going to be a little bit different this time because it's my first time to make these recipes. So I'm going to be getting pristine bonuses for, there'll be 3 pristine bonuses involved in this particular work order completion. So that wouldn't be the norm after the first time. You obviously would be not getting the same bonuses. So this will be a little bit of a different number than what you'll see afterward. After I finish this and go turn it in and pick up the next one, I will log out and probably restart the computer before I come back later on. And that way, hopefully it'll clear out whatever this sound issue is that's going on. The higher level your crafting goes, the more important it is to begin using these, going into your knowledge book and using the abilities from there instead of the ones on your crafting window. As the more difference, the higher you go, obviously the more the difference there will be between the ones you could be using and the ones that are available in the crafting window itself. So I recommend that you get in the habit of crafting from the knowledge book, or at least dragging ones from the knowledge book to your hotbars before you begin crafting. I have it set so that every time I complete a combine, it'll show me what I made. You can turn that off by clicking this button right here. If you check that, then you won't have to see that pop up every time. I kind of prefer seeing it, so I just keep that on mine all the time. Find that it's useful for me to have that show up, and then if I've accidentally made the wrong thing, I'll notice it, as opposed to if I didn't have that up, I might just hit repeat on something and be making maybe the wrong food or drink or something like that, that you're continually crafting a similar item over and over again. You don't want to do that when you've selected the wrong thing accidentally. So say for instance, right now I'm making apprentice 4s, but I could easily have accidentally selected a recipe for the same spell, but as an adept 3. And since I'm drawing from the Home Depot or the House Depot, I wouldn't necessarily know that I was using those rares, unless I happened to notice the title that says Apprentice 4 up here at the top of the recipe. If I clicked it wrong, I normally don't continue to look at that, but when it pops up like this, I would see that it says Adept 3 and not Apprentice 4, so I wouldn't make, say, 4 of the same item. And I would also probably notice that it didn't update my quest, but it's a little more reliable to have that continue to pop up every time, and then it just gives you an extra chance to notice that you've made a mistake. And when you're me, you make a lot of mistakes, so it's not that unheard of for me to have crafted something incorrectly. So, especially if I'm not really paying a lot of attention to what I'm doing in the game. These sounds are very, I don't know, they're very industrial. We're no longer crafting jewelry here. We're like, I don't know, we're crafting cars or something like that. I think that a little bit of work, maybe we could hire Stomp to come in and put a little something together with these sounds. Alright, now you may recall that I said that after the last work order we did, my level was at 24%. It's currently at 43% into the level, and trade skill vitality is down to 0, so I'm not doing that double XP right now. If I wanted to maximize this, then I could just stop crafting for a little while and get up to where it's even just 0.5% vitality before I finish this set of combines, and then double XP for the next thing that I did. Right now, I'm getting half of what I would otherwise get. So this is going to be a terrible example of how much percentage of a level a work order gives. So we'll have to just kind of scrap that, I think, because we've got the pristine bonuses for first time pristines on all three of these items. But we also don't have any vitality to double the amount that we would be getting. So, yeah, I think this is just overall not a good showing of that. Even so, right now, maybe that kind of balances out a little bit. So I've gained 23% of a level, and I'm not even finished with the third item on the list. It's not bad. I wonder what my adventure vitality is right now. Probably also very low. 8.5. Okay, so I still have some left over there. Anyway, I will finish this rid up because I'm not super concerned about how much I'm getting for it. I have some time to do some crafting, so I may as well do it regardless. I clicked the wrong button to counter that. I was in a rhythm there, and my rhythm was different from their rhythm. Marching to a different beat in our lives. The drummer boy in my band doesn't even actually know where the band is. See, I did it again. Off on the wrong foot all the way. I blame psychokinesis for everything. It's entirely that new ability's fault, for sure. I have run out of power. But that's okay, because finishing that one filled my power back up. Excellent. I have one more to make, and then we will turn in this work order. And I'll take a bit of a break. I'll restart my computer so that hopefully we can clear up this sound quality issue. And I'll try to find a cord for that laptop and see if I can begin the process charging it up and getting it set up for potential streaming and playing on there. I'm not sure. If I can, it'll be kind of cool because I also have an app that I've been developing and had to stop development of because this computer that I'm currently on is not capable of handling the necessary amount of data to finish developing that app, unfortunately. So, this will be a dual purpose thing if I can get this other laptop set up so that I can use it. While I'm going by, I'm pretty sure that I have all of the regular books that I need, but just in case, I'm going to give it a check. So I'm wrong. I do not have Jeweler Essentials Volume 29. I'll go ahead and grab that. Let's see what's in it out of curiosity. We've got Alin's Melodic Refrain, Cloaked Barb, Cut, Disarming Thrust, Dissonant Rhythm, Lightning Strike, Nimble Cut, Playful Swipe, Sandra's Deafening Strike, Sniping Shot, Thurus Doleful Thrust, and Vicious Stab. So that's cool. I will scribe that. Nice to have. At some point, I should make all of my spells at least Apprentice 4s, and ideally Adept 3s, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. I do have a good number of masters on this one, and so I basically alternate between having masters and having just like Apprentice 1s or whatever, you know. So that's just an apprentice. Ridiculous that I haven't upgraded that really, because that's pretty good stuff right there. Increases agility by 18.4, increases strength by 27.6, and that is as an apprentice. I wonder if they have any masters available on the broker for that, and if so, how much those would be, and if they're worth grabbing. There is one. I could get it for 1 platinum if I went to the house in Starcrest Commune. That's tempting, and I'm gonna think about it. But I think I'm gonna go check Freeport Broker and see how it looks over there. But first, turn in this quest. Getting distracted, I'll tell you what. Pick this one up and grab a rip from here. Then I'm gonna pop over to the Freeport Broker, the black market broker, and see if I want to grab it from there. I know I can get it at Starcrest Commune for 1 platinum. Sometimes you can find a better deal by looking on the opposite side's broker from the one that you're in, because there are not going to be as many, or there may not be as many of your class items on the other side's broker. You know, that is not how I meant to say that. What I meant to say was, depending on what class you are, say you're good, and you look at the evil side broker, if they have your class of spells, then they're not going to have very much demand for that on their broker, right? So there may be more of them listed on the broker because they don't sell very much, and this drives the price down due to just basic supply and demand issues. And the same is true if you have an evil character. You can check the black market broker in Freeport, and again, depending on your class, you may have better luck finding spells for cheaper. So we shall see. All right, here he is. I see that I'm not the only one partaking of his wares at the moment over here. Oops, I accidentally typed in chat instead of in the broker bar. All right, so yes, indeed, Flight of Fancy on their broker is only 70 gold, and I like that price. It's a great price for this spell. So here we are. I'll grab it, I'll scribe it, and look at the difference here, okay? We're almost doubling the agility and strength offered by this spell. So, you know, why would we not want to do this? This is amazing. Okay, so grab that. And while I'm at it, since I'm here, I may as well see what else we have that needs updated. Really, yeah, max level only needs to be checked. If you don't have that checked, then you're going to get some spells on here that you don't actually need. You're going to have out leveled. Um, that being said, I'm going to do reverse order, I think, because I want to see the most recent items. Those are the ones that I have the least likelihood of having already upgraded. So, I mean, here we have Playful Swipe. So, let's just see what we can find for reasonable prices. None of the Playful Swipes. That's a shame. How about Nimble Cut? Oh yeah, that's a great price for that. I use Nimble Cut very often. It's the only frontal attack that you have to be in front of flanking to use that I have right now. I don't love it, but for 32 gold, yeah, I mean, I'm going to take it for sure. Let's see what else we have here. We've got Flurry of Arms. That's another good one, and it is still an apprentice. It's been some days since I checked for masters. I don't know that I necessarily want to play one flat in 26 gold for that, because I may be able to get that on the regular broker, on the Kinosian broker, for cheaper by going to somebody's house. I'm not sure, but there's a possibility that it could be there for cheaper than that. So I'm not going to jump on that. We're going to try probably Deft Rush, because I don't think I have that upgrade. Okay, so I do have an Adept of it, but oof. Another one that's more than I necessarily want to pay. I may come back here and check that out. I would definitely hesitate to pay that much for it right now. So let's check on risky events. I just have too many other things that need updated or upgraded rather, to spend that much on that spell. This is a very good price. 17 gold for risky advance master. That's very good. Increasing the piercing, slashing, ranged by 19.4. I mean, I'll take it. And then also increasing the amount of that passive effect that has a chance to trigger, that will interrupt, but both versions are going to interrupt with the same regularity, but the damage done is significantly more. So there's that's a gimme. I think we definitely want to buy that. What else have we here that is of note? Snap of the wrist. There's so many of these things that are currently adepts. So if we can find more cheap prices like that, I think I'll keep being a buyer. And that disarming grin, I don't think that that's upgraded. Let's make sure it's not. Again, man, 36 gold. Yeah, I think so. Now you'll note that if you look in the effects look exactly the same, but the difference here that you're going to see is the resistibility. So right now, and I use this pretty often, especially if say something's on the healer in a group or something's on it. I haven't had this experience yet, but if something's on the mage, then you can use that mez and keep him from continuing to kill your healer, while the tank, giving the tank a chance to find that guy and get his attention off of the healer. It's a very good spell for that. It's also a good spell for if you want to take a bigger group than you necessarily should be taking. You can start off the bat with mezzing, say the healer in the enemy group or the mage in the enemy group, and then taking out the other characters in the group, the other opponents, you have 15 seconds, well, 12.5 seconds to do a lot of damage to the other guys while this guy is sitting there missed. So my current one, the resistibility is 5% easier, and I can make it 30% harder for them to resist. That seems like it's well worth 36 gold to do. So here we are. I mean, escape is just what it is. There's no levels to escape. It just, if you manage to cast it, it goes off and you escape. So no need to upgrade that one. Unfriendly reminder, I already have Buzzmaster. So, it's fine and well. Guide I have mastered. Neutralize mastered. Undercut is mastered. Flashy trick is mastered. Shanghai is grand mastered. Now swarthy distraction is still an apprentice. Okay, so that is a taunt. I wonder, it may be fairly cheap. Let's see. If it's cheap enough, I'll get it. Otherwise, I won't. It's not a bad spell to use. 56 gold. I guess I can spend 56 gold on it. So we'll do that. Flamboyant Swath, mastered. Stay low, mastered. No, adept, sorry. Stay low is adept. So, let's see if they have that. Stay low. Yes, but it's 1 plat and 40 gold. Again, not sure I want to necessarily spend that on stay low. The amount of threat that it decreases is significantly more, but if you look, you'll see that both of them decrease threat priority of target by 1 position. I'm normally not grouping with that many people right now. Not to say that I won't soon, but 1 position really ought to be enough to knock the threat off of me. It's arguable. I don't think it's worth 1 plat and 40 gold at this time for that one. Got sliced. Yeah, I'll check for that. All right. It's a master on there for 70 gold. It's reasonable. It would increase the melee damage a little bit. It would also decrease the mitigation of target versus physical damage by a good bit more, which is very useful for me since I'm, doing a lot of physical damage. I like it. I think it's worth 70 gold for that, even though it's not as big of an upgrade because I already have an adept of it. But hey, I'll take it. I like it. All right, and then we have fancy footwork. So fancy footwork is one of those that if I were going to go be a squashy tank would be very helpful. I already have a master of it. I think I found it cheap on the broker one day. So there's that. It's not the stance I'm normally in, but it's there in case I need it. Okay, we have divert. Divert is amazing. And so I will see if they have a master of that, even though it's only a level 18 spell. Yeah, Apprentice 4 is not knocking me out with its awesomeness. So how about Avoid Notice? Avoid Notice is a passive spell. You just have it's maintained. And it decreases your threat just all the time. It's a good one to have. I mean, neither passive spells are always good to have mastered. Don't know that I want to pay this much for it. I haven't had a lot of trouble with aggro control. So I'm not convinced. Now, cold throw is utter garbage because you have to have throwing weapons equipped. Throwing weapons are just hands down garbage compared to bows. I can't, if I end up somehow getting an amazing throwing weapon, then I would love to use this spell. But realistically, I don't see that happening anytime soon. So I don't have any big desire to upgrade this. If it was cheap enough, I would. It's not cheap enough, so in fact, it's not even there. Next, we have Poke. Poke is already mastered. I mean, also, I've already got a new version of it, so I don't need it. So we got two things going on with that. Absolutely uninteresting. Here we have Smuggle. Smuggle is not an upgradable spell. It's something that is very useful, but it either works or it doesn't. There's no upgrading to it. Let's see here. I guess other than that, I think we've pretty much checked everything out and decided whether to upgrade it or not. So, all right, very cool. I think I am done for now. I'm going to go work on restarting this computer and also looking for a plug for that other laptop. Wish me luck on that. If you've enjoyed this stream, be sure to follow me and turn on your updates so that you can get notified whenever I start streaming again. As always, it was a pleasure, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.